I'm a pharmacist. Of course, I enjoy creating things from scratch. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make this custard powder from 4 simple ingredients. First, you start by bringing out your corn and soaking it in water. I'm going to be using this mill, taking the corn to the mill to grind it because I need a particular kind of consistency. I won't use my blender for that. So then I'm going to get a cheesecloth and tie it around my, you see the way I'm tying it. And I started by diluting the corn with water, a little bit of water. Let's wash my hands first. So after washing my hands, and the next thing I did was I put back the pots and the cheesecloth back into the sink. It's best to use your sink to avoid, the mess up it can give you. So then I started by fetching some water that I'm going to use to sieve out the cornstarch. We are starting by making cornstarch first. Cornstarch is an important ingredient in making custard. If you're going to make custard, I'll advise you use yellow corn. If you're going to make custard, it will help than using the white corn. So I started this method by sieving like this for a while, and I must confess it was quite strenuous. So I tried. Don't be scared of using a lot of water. Don't be generous with water. Your goal is to get out as much cornstarch as possible from the corn. So after doing this method, my dear, I just decided to try another method. We keep trying different methods. I opened the tap so that it can rinse out the cornstarch from the corn. So I tried this method where I tie the ends of the cheesecloth, and then I started, after shaking it for a while, I started squeezing out the corn starch from the corn chaff, if that makes sense. So thank God it is in the sink, so all the mess it's going to do will be in the sink and it will be easy to clean. So I poured more water inside, tried to dissolve it again, and I kept doing that till I noticed that the chaff did not have any starch again, if that makes sense. So don't get scared of how much water you're going to use. At the end, you're still going to take out the water. So it's better you take out as much starch as possible so you don't waste your corn, if that makes sense. Once I was done with that, then I started straining with this plastic sieve, just in case there was any chaff that mixed into the water, so that I'll get all those little particles off my pap. This is actually pap, but remember I soaked the corn for just few hours. It was not up to 24 hours. So I'll just let me say 12 hours. You don't want your corn fermented. If you soak your corn for a long time inside water, it's going to have a foul smell from fermentation. You don't want that. You want your corn as fresh as possible because you are making custard, not pap. Then you set this aside for a while and allow it to settle undisturbed. So I kept pouring out the water till I noticed that the pap wants to pour out. Then I put it inside a pillowcase. This particular pillowcase is just for this purpose, for straining water off my pap. So it's not the one you use to sleep. So after that, I just poured it in there and tied it up, squeezed out the water, placed a heavy object on top of it, and when it was this hard, I put it in a tray and sun dry. I don't have a dehydrator, but I have sun. Then I put the cornstarch into my blender and turned it to powder, and I added this ingredient: powdered sugar, flavor, egg yellow color. I also put powdered milk inside it too and blended it for a while. And now the big review. Let's see what we made. I'm gonna put a little bit of water. I was so scared. I'm not sure whether it would come out well, but it came out well. Then mixed it. I'm loving the color. Then poured my hot boiling water into it and kept stirring. It turned out well, and that's how to make custard from 4 simple ingredients. I hope you try it and give me a thumbs up. Put it in the comment section. I'll be waiting.